Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network and broadcasting now on iRacing.com's live portal. Tonight is the Sim Racing Short Trackers Pro Series late models taking on Lucas Oil Raceway for 150 laps of short track race action. We are going to move to the Star Spangled Banner with the band Madison Rising playing it here tonight. You can check them out on the web, MadisonRising.com, as well as the league at SimRacingShortTrackers.com. We will be back right after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Are you ready? time.
Yeah, the Pro Series is our newest series. It is a paid series, and these guys are all, as it says, they're all professionals. They invested money into this, and they're going to win some money out of this. We've got some excellent talent in this series, tight racing, good quality racing. Point series is close. We've had 3 different races and 3 different winners, so we'll see what the big story is going to be here tonight. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to DKR Customs. I'd like to give a shout out to Digital Forge Broadcasting. They've been a good partner of ours. We've got a bunch of other series we race. We got schedule on the website. We race sprint cars. We race the Legends, the street stocks. We race modifieds, late models, and the K&N car, all open setup. Thanks, Dustin.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Lucas Oil Raceway, and I do apologize. Turns out we had a little bit of technical difficulties getting the show on the road here tonight with the microphone broadcast, but we looks like we have got it remedied out, as we are on lap number 25 of 150 laps here at Lucas Oil Raceway. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. Everything has been worked out. We are good to go. What a battle it has been in the race. This car that you're watching coming around the turn, Logan Runyon, has been in a dominant performance after getting into contact with the 36 of Ron St. Pierre. And the lights will come off. That pace car will be set to go green on lap number 27. Top 5 rundown as it stands. Logan Runyon, Austin Yarborough, Ron St. Pierre, Chris Wood, and David Knowles will be your top 5. Let's take it to the chopper cam. Logan Runyon, Austin Yarborough, side by side, will be ready to take it back green. The 19 there of Chris Wood, hard charging through the field, will be beside the 36 of St. Pierre. Here we go, folks. Pace cars into the pits. They're coming around into turn number 4. Watch Logan Runyon. That number 6 gets an excellent restart, and across the start-finish line he comes. Lap number 27 caught the 51 of Austin Yarborough asleep on that restart. What a battle as they go into the back straightaway. The 19 of Chris Wood trying to track down the 51. As we see Austin Yarborough on the bumper, he goes. Chris Wood trying to make a pass. Tries to keep it low, coming out of turn number 4, and dives it deep into turn number 1. He's side by side with the 51 of Austin Yarborough. And our Yarborough, electing to stay up in that middle groove, is going to win out as they come down the back straightaway. Austin Arthur, the number 4 car, back there in 4th. Started 11th here tonight, hard charged his way all the way up to the current spot of 4th position. And as you can see, folks, here tonight, some good battling, but here comes the leader. Logan Runyon into turn number 3 on lap number 29 is just dominating the field here tonight. This kid does this for real, folks. And it pays off. As you can see, this open setup that he has is quite impressive. But we're watching that 19 of Chris Wood track down the 51 of Austin Yarborough. Down the back straightaway they come towards turn number 3. Chris Wood trying to get some momentum to be able to pass the 51. Let's jump back to 6th position as the 72 of Ray Farlow, folks. Coming down the front straightaway towards turn number 1. That Monster Energy car started second here tonight, has fallen back to 6th position as he's got that 92 of David Knowles chasing him out of turn number 2. Ron St. Pierre is right there behind the 4 of Austin Arthur as we watch that car come out of turn number 4. This was your pole sitter here tonight. Has fallen back to 5th as he got into some contact with Logan Runyon out of turn number 4 as he makes contact with the wall in turn number 1. It's just been a tough break and a battle for that 36 to be able to maintain his speed. Caution flag flies as we search the field to see where this caution flag came out. Andre Boudoin, Tim Bill's not fielding here tonight. Not exactly sure where the incident occurred. As we take a look at all drivers seem to be driving through the field okay. At 06 of Doug Simon right there. We're following the 01 of Benny Ellison. Could have been in just a simple slide that race control didn't like, so they threw out the caution here. But this is the Sim Racing Short Trackers Pro Series late models at Lucas Oil Raceway. It's been a great race so far. We're going to move to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some more race action for you, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT Series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The lights have come off that pace car. We're going to be set to go back green on lap number 38. Let's take it up to the chopper cam so you can see these drivers making their way down the back straightaway. Austin Yarborough to the inside, the number 6 of Logan Runyon, the 4 of Austin Arthur, and the 19 of Chris Wood. Pace cars into the pits. Here we go. Keep an eye on that number 6 up high if you're just joining us here. Logan Runyon, the car up high, takes off across the start finish line. Green flag back in the air and all into turn 1 they go. The number 4 of Austin Arthur has to go high. Here they come down the back straightaway. Oh, Austin Arthur having some tough troubles out of the first couple turns, but finally settles down. Here comes the 72 of Ray Farlow. Looking to pass him on the inside. Down the front straightaway they go. Will he dive it deep into turn number 1? No, he'll stay up high. Right behind that number 4 Pepsi machine. Here comes the number 6, Logan Runyon, your race leader, started third here tonight. Put down a fast lap time, 21.593, and has led this race since about the 5th lap. But the driver you want to definitely watch here tonight, folks, the 51 of Austin Yarborough. This will be the guy coming out of turn number 2. He's been known to find some late race momentum when it counts. Last week's winner at Stafford Motor Speedway. Definitely will want to keep an eye on this guy coming down the front straightaway, Austin Yarborough. Chris Wood, hard charge through the field, started 9th, currently sitting in 3rd. Definitely has a good setup at this track. As we watch him come down the back straightaway, his fast lap time here tonight. Oh, connection problems. He's bouncing everywhere. 21.717 for the number 19 of Chris Wood. There's another hard charge of this Georgia driver. Starting 11th on the grid. He's currently up to 4th position. Austin Arthur makes his way down the back straightaway with the 72 of Ray Farlow, who's rounding out your top 5. He started 2nd here tonight. That Monster Energy car has fallen back as low as 8th, but has worked his way back up to the top 5. Some other drivers, you take a look. There's the 92 of David Knowles and the 01 of Benny Ellison now trying to make his way up to the 92. As they head into turn number 3, the 92 is going to take a little bit part of the high groove. The middle groove is going to go to the 01 of Benny Ellison. He's going to look to the inside as they come across the start-finish line. Doesn't look like he's going to have a momentum. Let's jump up and look at your race leader now, Logan Runyon. Here he comes out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into lap number 45. This is a great series, folks. Again, this is the Sim Racing Short Trackers League. This is our Pro Series late models. These guys here tonight are looking to put as many points up in this race as possible. Do want to point out, folks, the leader of points tonight, Tim Bills, had some troubles early on and has since not brought his car out of the pits. Oh, the 51 of Austin Yarborough getting into the wall in turns 1 and 2. This is your second position in points. The 51 of Austin Yarborough making his way across the start-finish line into turn number 1. Justin Trombley not able to field here tonight is 3rd. That was an impressive car to watch. The number 34 of Justin Trombley. If you've been paying attention to this series, you'll know that that driver is definitely a guy to watch, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it here tonight. And now, as we see here on lap number 48, the driver's beginning to gap out a little bit. Austin Arthur into the wall again. Into turn number 2, into the back straightaway. Now here comes Ray Farlow to the inside. That 72 Monster Energy car looking to take a pass. Will he make it happen? Here they come out of turn number 4. Arthur elects to take the high line in the turn. Watch Ray Farlow, though. Ray Farlow, the number 72, is known for his sprint car and open-wheel driving. He elected to try these late model, or super late models as they call them, out, and has been pretty good so far in the series. He's sitting about 7th in points. Started 2nd here tonight. And he's chasing down that number 4 of Austin Arthur. We jump up to your leader, Logan Runyon, all alone up there, coming out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway across the start-finish line into lap number 51. The only car that looks like he has enough to beat him is this guy right here, the 51 of Austin Yarborough. Started 5th, currently in 2nd. Taking a look at his driver drop, you'll see that behind the leader, he's about 0.8 of a second off of Logan Runyon as they come out of turn number 4. Moving through that field once again, Ron St. Pierre. This was your pole setter here, coming in on the grid tonight, and he's looking about 5 to 6 seconds off of your race leader, coming down that back straightaway towards turn number 3. Started on the pole, fast lap 21.542, but had some contact on lap number 5 out of that turn right there that you see him. Turn number 4, Ron St. Pierre got into the wall. Logan Runyon went shooting right by him, and has since been a tough battle for this 36. And as we see these drivers now still fanning out a little bit more, checking back up with the 51 of Austin Yarborough. Down the back straightaway, barely losing sight now of the number 6 of Logan Runyon. As we go up to our grandstand cam to be able to show you this, watch him head into turn number 1 as you see the number 6 of Logan Runyon there. Coming out of turn 2 into the back straightaway. Look at that gap between them. As it's now looking at about a second to a second and a half for the 51 of Austin Yarborough off of the number 6 of Logan Runyon. As we see the number 6 make his way out of turn number 2, let's jump back to the 0-1 of Benny Ellison, as it's a good battle there between Benny Ellison and the 92 of David Knowles. Right there for 7th position. David Knowles trying to use the high line. Benny Ellison to the inside is going to take the middle groove in turn number 3. David Knowles is going to fall down right behind him as the 0-1 car yet again moves through the field. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Coming out of turn number 2 into the back straightaway, you're going to see Benny Ellison pull away from the 92 of David Knowles. Started 13th here tonight. He's up to 7th position. His fast lap time, 21.617. Hitting about 115 to 125, almost, yes. 132 is what he makes across the start-finish line into turn number 1. Ray Farlow and that 72 Monster Energy machine coming out of turn number 4 has now pulled away from Austin Arthur as they had a little bit of a battle about 15 laps ago. Just hasn't had the momentum to be able to contend Logan Runyon for the lead. It's like once Logan Runyon got up to the lead, he has just been pretty dominant as you see him make his way into turns 1 and 2. 54 laps led for the number 6 as he comes into the back straightaway. You can see the line that he is running as he comes out of turn number 4. One thing to note, if you are a short track driver, it's all about throttle control a lot of the times at these smaller tracks. We'll go ahead and show you his RPM gauge there in your bottom left. Take a look at that tach. He's hitting 7 grand. Not quite 7,500 before he hits turn number 3. As he makes his way through the turns, you can see he's getting down about 5 grand and throttle control up 7, and it looks like about 72 to 7,300 on the tach before he calls it quits and slows it down. Austin Yarborough still taking a look at his driver drop, is about 2 seconds now off of the 6 of Logan Runyon. The longer they run, the further away that the number 6 is going to get. Pit window here tonight, looking probably around lap 75, the halfway point of this race. As there was a caution, the first caution that had come out as we look at the summary. Pull up the statistics for you there. Out of the 62 laps put down, we've had 1 lead change, and that was Logan Runyon passing St. Pierre. 3 cautions. On the first caution is when everybody went in for their pit stops and got a little fresh set of tires to be able to extend them further down the race. As we see now the 19 of Chris Wood. Into turn number 3 he goes. Coming out of turn number 4, he's looking about 4 seconds behind the number 6 of Logan Runyon. Oh, some contact with the wall. Yarborough got in there. As we bring it back up to show you the gap, There's Ray Farlow heading into turn number 3. You can see Yarborough's just now coming across the start-finish line. There goes Chris Wood. Everybody has fanned out. So we look at Logan Runyon heading into turns 3 and 4. Amazing performance from this number 6 as he makes his way into turns number 1. Staying right in the middle to high part of that groove into turns 1 and 2. And just see, you can barely see Yarborough as we see him in the back straightaway. There's Yarborough. That's how far of a gap he is as you watch him come into turns 3 and 4. Logan Runyon's coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Yarborough. And here comes some good racing battle. Benny Ellison looking to get set up. Take you closer to the action. Benny Ellison now looking to pass the 36 of St. Pierre. Started 13th. He wants that 6th position from the 36. As they head into turn number 3, Ron St. Pierre is going to go high. Here comes Benny Ellison to the inside, electing to take the low part of that groove. And he's going to dive it deep into the first turn. Will he be able to have enough? St. Pierre almost into the wall. And the 0-1 of Benny Ellison will be able to move up into 6th position. No, but the 36 of St. Pierre's not going to go quietly as he works to move in that middle to high part of the turn. Austin Arthur making some contact with the wall there. And St. Pierre found some momentum to edge out. I thought Benny Ellison was going to get past him, but it doesn't look like it. St. Pierre now has the momentum shift. What a battle it was between these two cars. Benny Ellison looking to find that momentum and is now falling back just a little bit. Logan Runyon coming out of turn number 4. 65, it'll be 66 at the line. Led for the number 6. And it's getting close to about pitting time. Next 3 to 5 laps, we should see the number 6 dip into the pits for his 2nd pit stop of the evening. Right behind him, the 51 of Austin Yarborough. This kid has a knack for finding good track position when it counts, and tonight he's moved from 5th up into 2nd position. Down the back straightaway goes towards turn number 3. As they bring it out just a little bit, you can see the 51 of Austin Yarborough making his way across the start-finish line. Logan Runyon should be ready to pit here the next few laps as he's now, he's not even letting up. This guy is just running full throttle. Got a nice rhythm, and that's one thing to keep an eye out too. Once a driver goes into the pits, they can fall out of their rhythm really quick. And we'll just have to see if this will happen to the number 6 of Logan Runyon. Jumping back, out of turn number 2 comes the 19 of Chris Wood. As you see him heading to turns 3 and going into turn number 4 now. Started 9th, fast lap time 21.717. Currently sitting in 3rd, has held 3rd probably for the last 45 laps. As about the first quarter of the race was pretty much battling his way through the field to get up in the 3rd position. And now we see some good battling going on between Austin Arthur, and here comes Benny Ellison. Got past St. Pierre and now is tracking down the number 4 Pepsi car of Austin Arthur. Side by side they go into the back straightaway, and look at that momentum shift from the 4 of Austin Arthur. Here they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway they go. And Arthur picks up some momentum running that higher line. And into the wall he goes, makes some contact. Benny Ellison could capitalize on this. As we watch now, looks like Ellison has falling just a bit off the pace. Slowly making his way up there towards 5th position. Logan Runyon coming out of turn number 4. It'll be 80 laps. 74 of them led by this guy. When will he decide to pit? And one thing to notice, folks, if you're just new to this series, caution flag flies. As we jump through the field to be able to see. Looks like Austin Arthur may have been involved. Let's run back the replay cam for you and see if we can get the action as it unfolded. There you have it, and Arthur just up into the wall. Moving awful slow is enough to have the yellow flag being brought out. Race control saw that. They did not like what they saw there, and Logan Runyon almost into him. And now Logan Runyon still leading. Andre Boudoin looks to get the wave around. Here comes Logan Runyon down pit road. Yarborough's right there behind him. Chris Wood, Ray Farlow, David Knowles down pit road. It's the front 5. Let's see what happens here. Imagine it's going to be a 4-tire change and some fuel. Who will win the battle off of pit road? We take a look from our pit cam. Again, folks, this is the Sim Racing Short Trackers Pro Series late models. St. Pierre comes off the pits. If you're And Yarborough's going to beat Logan Runyon off the pits. There it is, folks. We talked about it. Here comes Ray Farlow, Doug Sigmund now. And this driver passed your leader. This is going to get interesting. We're on lap number 83. What a move by the pit crew of the 51 of Austin Yarborough. Able to beat Logan Runyon, who has led 77 laps here tonight. We'll be looking to start third as Benny Ellison stayed out. It's being shown by race control as going to be the guy that's going to set the pace when we go back to green. St. Pierre looking to get a wave around. You see the 36 make his way out of turn number 4. Again, this guy that you're seeing heading down the front straightaway started on the pole. He's getting the wave around. So apparently race control does see something they do not like. They're going to keep the yellow flag out for just at least one more lap. We'll show you the top 5 rundown as it stands. So race control shows Benny Ellison, but really, before we do that, they're going to get it fixed up here on the field. That's one thing about having a great active race control admin, Adam Maddox, up in the race control booth. If they see something they don't like, they can get it worked out and keep the caution flag out as they come down the start-finish line. The lineup will get it corrected here. The top 5 as it stands: Austin Yarborough, Logan Runyon, Ray Farlow, Doug Sigmund, and Chris Wood are your top 5. We take it up to the chopper cam. They're making their way down the back straightaway. There you see the 51 of Yarborough, the 6 of Runyon, 72 of Farlow, and the 06 of Doug Sigmund. Pace cars now looking to go into the pits here, as it does. Let's watch this restart. We've seen Yarborough and Runyon up front before. Runyon looks to have a good restart, but he's not the pace setter. Oh, and look at Yarborough go! He wanted to get the jump on the 6 because he knew that Logan Runyon is very quick on the restarts, and look at everybody go into the turn. We're going to keep it up at this cam to see if we can see the 6 of Logan Runyon close that gap, but look at the side-by-side battle between the 06 of Doug Sigmund and the 92 of David Knowles heading into turn number 3. And already here comes Logan Runyon, chasing down that 51. Everybody fans out now into a single file line, lap number 88. Closer to the action as we get down. There comes Austin Yarborough. Into turn 3 and turn 4. Chris Wood. Look at Chris Wood into the back of the 72. Ray Farlow looks to the inside. Will he make a pass here? He's going to look to the inside now. Coming out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway comes Chris Wood. Will he have enough to pass the 72? And diving it deep into turn number 3. The veteran 72, Ray Farlow, will keep it high, low, some bouncing action, connection issues with the 19 of Chris Wood. Will prevent him, but here comes the 92 of David Knowles, who gets into the wall. Chris Wood now looking to make a pass into turn number 3. Keeping that lower groove working for him as the 72 of Ray Farlow stays to the high side. They meet up as they get into the front straightaway. And whoa, does the 19 of Chris Wood dive it further into turns 1 and 2. Wanting to pass the 72 of Ray Farlow. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, down the back straightaway. The 19 of Chris Wood wants that 3rd position bad. As you can see, he likes to still stay in that lower groove, and he does it! Barely, but he does it there. Coming out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Chris Wood takes 3rd position away from the 72 of Ray Farlow. Let's look up at your race leader. There he is, the 51 of Austin Yarborough, heading into turns 3 and 4 now. Has the number 6 of Logan Runyon tracking him down as they make their way out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway they go. Lap number 93 of this 100-lap event. Logan Runyon, let's take a look at his driver drop. As you see, he's about a half a second off, but he will be picking up the pace as this looks to be the fast car here this evening. As you can see now, he's just under half a second. We'll have to keep an eye on this young man to see if he's got what it takes to chase down that 51. Chris Wood now moving out to a further gap from the 72 of Ray Farlow. David Knowles looking to track down the 72 of Farlow as he's on the running that high side out of turn number 4. Doug Sigmund. You can see the 06 of Doug Sigmund there. And now Tim Bills, folks. Tim Bills, 74 laps down, had some issues early on, was your series points leader coming into tonight's race. As he will look to be able to put some points down to help further his cause in this series. Yarborough will be the guy that could possibly assume the lead of the series after tonight if he comes home with the victory. Now comes Logan Runyon there across the start-finish line, chasing down that 51. Lap number 97. These two cars the fastest here this evening. And it shows. As we take a look at Chris Wood, look at his driver drop off the leader is about 2.5 seconds and climbing. Into lap number 98 goes the 19. St. Pierre, the pole setter here tonight, falling back into 7th position now. And out there by himself, nobody in front, nobody in back directly. You see he's make his way out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. His fast lap time here this evening, 21.542. Andre Boudoin, the guy who went for the nasty spill a couple of cautions ago. Started 4th here tonight, fell back to 9th position currently. His fast lap time 21.570. Chasing down that 0-1 of Benny Ellison for 8th position. Now looking as they make their way out of turn number 4 comes the 51 of Yarborough. Yarborough and Runyon, the two drivers, looking to come away with the victory. They've gotten into it before. We'll have to see. They call the 51 of Yarborough the muscle man, as this car shoulders his way through traffic at times. And Logan Runyon looks to close that gap as he makes his way out of turn number 4. Catching up in the turns, they run the higher side of the groove. You can just see the line choice there. Logan Runyon has some damage on the front right quarter panel of his car. As you see when he comes out of turn number 4, you can see the damage there. Doesn't look to be affecting him too much in chasing down your race leader. Looking at the number 19 of Chris Wood now. Has extended the lead as we see the 92 of David Knowles has passed the 72 of Ray Farlow for 4th position. Heading into turn number 1. Ray Farlow back in your top 5. Carolina driver started second on the grid and hasn't seen anything past 3rd since about lap 10. Sigmund and St. Pierre are battling. Well, that's the 37 of Tim Bills. It was about 74 laps down on the leader. Now looking up at the lead, Austin Yarborough has extended his lead over the 6 of Logan Runyon. 45 laps to go to be 44 at the line as the 51 of Yarborough's coming out of turn number 4 into the front straightaway. 44 laps remain here tonight, folks. Again, this is the Sim Racing Short Trackers Pro Series late models. We're going to move to a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the finish of this race. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight at the Lucas Oil Raceway. It's the Sim Racing Short Trackers taking this on for 150 laps. We've got about 37 to 36 laps remaining in the race. And what a show it's been up front as we take a look at the leader. Austin Yarborough making his way out of turn number 4 into the front straightaway he goes. 29 laps now, 30 laps led for the 51. A little bit of the summary statistics for you. Out of the 114 laps put down, we've had 4 cautions, 3 lead changes. Top 5 as it stands as you watch the 51 make his way into turn number 1. Austin Yarborough, Logan Runyon, the number 19 of Chris Wood, 92 of David Knowles, and the 72 of Ray Farlow are your top 5 here with 35 to go. We do thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network on this maiden voyage to the iRacing Live website. Give a special shout out to iRacing for allowing us to have the opportunity to be able to broadcast this great race out on their website. Logan Runyon back there in second position now as he makes his way into turn number 4. Started third on the grid, 77 laps led for this young man. Working his way up to the high side of turns 1 and 2. Still trying to chase down that 51, looking about 2 seconds off the 51 of Austin Yarborough. Had the pleasure of watching this young man race at my local NASCAR home track of Columbus Motor Speedway. And it was a paint scheme on his car looks to the T of what you're seeing here, and he's a great driver to watch. Looking back in third position now, the 19 of Chris Wood, who's hard charged his way through the field from 9th position to 3rd. He's looking about 4 seconds off the 51 of Yarborough as he makes his way across the start-finish line. 4th position, the 92 of David Knowles. Started 8th, halved his way up through the field to 4th. Had some good battles with Ray Farlow as we look Ray Farlow making his way out of turn number 2, the 72 Monster Energy car. This guy is known to dominate in the open wheel series. Caution flag flies, and we'll have to search our way through the field to see what brings it out. So you see Tim Bills making his way through the field. Benny Ellison. Austin Arthur, who's brought out a couple of cautions here tonight, appears to be okay. This man right here, look at the damage on the front of that car. We'll throw back the replay, see if we can get something off of Andre Boudoin. As Andre Boudoin went for a nasty ride. Keep the camera on this guy and see. So he's got some bumps and scrapes, and doesn't look like it's going to be from the 31. Unfortunately there. So doesn't look to be like it was anything too nasty. So we look at the grandstand cam. Our leaders have made their way down pit road and have gotten back out. And they haven't made their way in pits yet. I do apologize. So saw Ray Farlow look like he was right behind the pace car. Unfortunately, he's not. So watch him fan out there. Top 5 as it stands at the time of pacing: Austin Yarborough, Logan Runyon, Chris Wood, David Knowles, and Ray Farlow. Unchanged for the last 25 laps. These have been a solid top 5 from these gentlemen you see there in your bottom left. St. Pierre, Tim Bills making their way down pit road. As we see there, St. Pierre going in for his pit stop. Be his final one of the evening, pending any more cautions. Overshoots his pit box just a little bit. There, and it looked like Boudoin got the wave around. Looks like he's just taking fuel, no tire changes. And that is one thing, folks, that we do have to stress, that the sim racing short trackers have a 150 or less lap count. Okay, 150 laps or less in their race lap count. And they are not allowed to take tires. If they do, they lose all potential chances for points that evening. So see some drivers now making their way around. Let's see if we can pull in a driver and get his view of the race here this evening. Pull up this guy coming off of a win last week, the number 51 of Austin Yarborough. Austin Yarborough, this is Dustin Caldwell in the booth. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, you have a hard-charging and very fast-moving number 6 of Logan Runyon behind you. Tell us, coming into tonight, what was your strategy looking at Lucas Oil?
It wasn't too good. I really don't like this track. I just practice qualifying trim like always. I never even practice race trim.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of damage on the front right. How's the car handling, though? Does it look like you're going to be able to come away with a victory for back-to-back week victory?
I hope so. If I wouldn't have had a caution, I believe I would have pretty much had it. But it's going to change up since we have the caution.
All right, well, as we see the lights have come off, we're going to be back to go green. Best of luck to you in the remainder of the race there, bud.
Thank you.
Keep an eye on that 51 and the number 6. These are your two fast cars here tonight. Pace car heads into the pits. As we see the drivers are bunching up, ready to go back green with 24 in the race to go. Watch Yarborough to make a restart, and he does! Already out in front of Logan Runyon. This car is electric here tonight. Doesn't want to give any room. Oh, and we see the 19 of Wood getting into the wall. As we watch the restart, drivers now. David Knowles looked to make a move on the 19 of Chris Wood. Into the back of Logan Runyon goes Chris Wood. So after that, let's get you down closer to Logan Runyon as we were watching him make his way into turn number 2. Chris Wood. Yarborough's exploded out to a lead. This guy right here, the 19 of Chris Wood, hard charges way from 9th to 3rd. And a little checkup action. David Knowles electing to go high out of turn number 4. 22 to go in the race tonight. What a battle here between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And look at Benny Allison making his move to the inside of the 06 of Doug Sigmund for 6th position. This guy here tonight, folks, taking a look at his information. Started 13th, he's up to 7th, won 6th before it's all said and done. We'll have to see if he's able to pass the 06 of Doug Sigmund. Hard charges his way down the back straightaway towards turn number 3 goes the 01 of Benny Ellison. To the inside, he's going to keep it close to the yellow line. What a move! Benny Ellison going to dive it deep into turn number 1. Will he slide it up? No! He could have had a slide move. And looks like Doug Sigmund's going to let him go by to avoid incident, but he's going to try the inside now. Sigmund and Ellison battling it out for P number 6. Let's jump back up and take a look at your leader. The 51 of Austin Yarborough. 47 laps led with 19 to go in the race. Makes his way down the back straightaway towards turn number 3 at 102 miles an hour. Taking that super late model into turn number 4. Here he comes. Got a nice little lead over the number 6 of Logan Runyon. As we take a look at the number 6 of Logan Runyon into turns 1 and 2. Being chased by the 19 of Chris Wood. Chris Wood might try a pass now. And Logan Runyon into turn number 3. Working that middle groove of turn 4. Down the front straightaway they come. Into turn number 1. And Chris Wood trying the high side now. He tried the low. Logan Runyon blocked him a little bit. Wouldn't allow him to take him on the low side. As you see, he does again. And Chris Wood has to go high. It's definitely easier to pass on the inside. And wow! Oh, he turns him! Chris Wood finally had enough, and he told Logan Runyon, if you ain't going to let me pass, I'm going to move you. And he does. Wow. Chris Wood, let's jump back and take a look at that replay cam, folks. It was bound to happen sooner or later, as we're going to throw it even closer for you from the view of Logan Runyon's perspective. Coming down the front straightaway, they're into turn 4 now. Here they come, into the wall. So Logan Runyon had gotten into the wall, so don't know if you could really blame Chris Wood for that. But he's going to push him all the way down towards turn number 1. Wow. Logan Runyon goes for a little bit of a ride with 15 laps to go in the race here tonight. This is the Sim Racing Short Trackers on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network's coverage of the Sim Racing Short Trackers race here at Lucas Oil Raceway on this Sunday night. As we take a look, folks, things have just got interesting with 12 to go as we're watching the 51 of Austin Yarborough make his way around the front straightaway coming out of turn number 4. Should be seeing the lights come off that pace car once it hits the start-finish line. And a little bit of bunch up on the camera there. The lights have come off. That pace car, we're going to be set to go green with 10 to go. Well, and this is where things are going to heat up here, especially in short track racing. Taking it up to the chopper cam as they make their way out of turn number 2. Chris Wood, if you're just joining us, muscled his way past the number 6 of Logan Runyon, who's behind him. They say a thing about karma, folks, and Logan Runyon's already looking up to the bumper of that 19. Pace car into the pits, and here we go, folks. It'll be 10 to go in the race. Yarborough explodes in the restart. Everybody didn't fall asleep like they did on the last time, and Chris Wood's looking up to chase him down. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Everybody filing into a single line. Down the back straightaway, David Knowles into the wall. As you see, he's losing a position there as the 72 of Ray Farlow looks to his inside. Benny Ellison looks to dive it deep. It's 3 wide out of turn 4. Benny Ellison will not have the momentum. And a little bit of contact between Farlow and Knowles. As Benny Ellison tried for that lower side, it didn't make it work. Trying to dive it deep. He's a newer guy to iRacing. As you see, he elects to take it to the low side yet again. Will fall in behind the 72 of Farlow. As we see now, 8 to go in the race. Here's your race leader heading down the back straightaway, Austin Yarborough. 58 laps led for this car. Into turns number 3 and 4 he goes with the 19 of Chris Wood now up into second position, pulling away from Logan Runyon. 7 laps to go in the race as we watch the 19 make his way into turn number 2. About almost a second off the 51. One thing to note, folks, Austin Yarborough, if he wins here tonight, it'll be back-to-back weeks victories for the 51. Benny Ellison, impressively, is trying to chase down the 72 of Ray Farlow there for the top 5. He was battling hard with Doug Sigmund before the caution flag flew, was able to get around him for 6th position, and then probably wants to get up there, and I'm sure he does want to get up there and finish in the top 5. Yarborough now across the start-finish line, 5 to go in the race. And this is where the final nerves will set in, as you see. Taking a look at his RPM gauge. Watch as he gets down there. Hitting about 7,200 before he drops it into turn 3. He does run that higher line than most do here. As you see, it hits about 72, 73, and there again, running that. Oh, and he gets into the wall. Down the back straightaway he goes. It's not going to affect him too much as Chris Wood in second position battles through turn number 4. Logan Runyon, this guy here in third position, started third on the grid, led 77 laps and just dominated. Ever since his last pit stop where Yarborough beat him off the pits, he has been sitting in second and now is in third after the last caution. This gentleman was turned by the 19 who's ahead of him. At about that point, you're seeing him coming across the start-finish line. 2 laps to go, folks. Here we go. It'll be the white flag for this car right here once he gets out of turn number 4. Into 3 he goes now. Coming out of turn number 4, white flag in the air for the 51 of Austin Yarborough. 3 turns remain as he heads into turn number 2. It'll be down the back straightaway. Could it be back-to-back victories for the 51 of Austin Yarborough into turn number 3? One more turn. Here he comes out of turn number 4. The checker flag's in the air. Austin Yarborough, your victor here tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. Back-to-back week victories. Chris Wood finishes in second. Logan Runyon in third. What a hard-fought battle. Oh, and some drama. Logan Runyon, after the race, gets into the 19 of Chris Wood. Not too happy about that. Wow. Little bit of drama there. As we watch Yarborough do his victory spin out. Hard-fought battle there for this guy, but he comes away with the victory. Let's take a look at the quick results here, folks. On the screen there, you see Yarborough, your victor. Chris Wood in second, Logan Runyon in third, David Knowles fourth, and Ray Farlow rounds out your top 5. Benny Ellison, Ron St. Pierre, Doug Sigmund, Andre Boudoin, and Austin Arthur round out your top 10. What a battle it is, and it was. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the conclusion interviews with the drivers. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the conclusion series, or interviews here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network's premier coverage of the Sim Racing Short Trackers Pro Series late models. We're going to go ahead and go to our third place finisher of the evening, the number 6 of Logan Runyon, making his way through the track. It was some controversy there towards the end, Logan, but you are able to finish tonight on the podium. Looked really solid for about first 77 laps. Then you had a pit stop, and it looked like you just had some momentum loss after that. Can you tell us a little bit about your strategy and what you wanted to do here at Lucas Oil?
Well, I was hoping just to keep the doors on it and keep good long run speed, which I managed to do before the first pit stop, but had a little contact with the wall there after the pits, and that knocked some time off the car.
Yeah, it did look pretty solid. It's always a pleasure to be able to watch you race. I know you're a force to be reckoned with in anything you get behind the wheel of, and tonight it showed no different. A little bit of late race controversy there with Chris Wood. It looked like he got into the wall a little bit and he ended up turning you across the start-finish line. How bad was the damage after that caution?
Oh, I couldn't really tell. After having the contact and the tires cool off, it wasn't that great.
Well, is there any shout-outs you'd like to give for your third-place finish here tonight?
Adam for putting on this race in this series.
All right. Well, I thank you much for your time, Logan. We look forward to seeing what you got next week here in this league.
Thank you.
And you can tell he's not too happy, folks. Logan Runyon was hoping to finish possibly first. He had a good, solid car and got turned right towards the end with about 12 to go. Got turned, and it was a tough break for the number 6 to be able to make his way back up towards the lead, but he does finish third, so it is a respectable finish. Let's go ahead and move to our second place finisher here tonight. After the caution, was able to get past the number 6 of Logan Runyon. Chris Wood coming in here tonight. What was your expectations here at Lucas Oil, knowing it was going to be a night race? And looks like we're having some technical difficulties there with the 19 of Chris Wood. Trying to get him on the line here. You still there, Chris?
Yeah, you got me?
There we are. We got you finally. Yeah, what was your expectations coming into Lucas Oil knowing it was going to be a night race?
Well, I know that line gets tight like that, and this kind of a one-groove racetrack, so unable to pass these guys, you got to get her working on the bottom, and luckily we were able to do that. And at one point, I definitely got to ask it. We seen a little bit of contact from the number 6 of Logan Runyon there late in the race. Could you give us a little bit of insight on that caution, how it unfolded from your perspective? From my view, he got a hair loose, but at the same time, I was coming up, and it was just two guys trying to just good close race. And I mean, I hated for him. I don't like wrecking anybody, but at least he was able to come home third, so it didn't completely ruin his day. Yeah,
and making your way through, though, I've seen you hard charge. You started 9th here tonight, and you're able to finish in second. Cautions to your advantage. Just got to say, is there any shout-outs you'd like to give for your second-place finish?
I really wish there was, but I'm just a one-man band doing this by myself on a laptop in a hotel room, so I'm glad everything held together and the internet connection held together. And yeah, I'm all alone, so if anybody needs a guy, give me a call.
Right. Well, there you have it. Well, we see, we finish up here at Lucas. We head to Langley next week. Can you tell us, knowing it's going to be a Commonwealth event, what we can expect there from the 19?
Same as always. We're going to put in the work during the week and probably turn 500-600 laps and see if we can't get the thing working and get it back up front.
All right. Well, congratulations to you finishing second here tonight. We look forward to seeing what you got next week at Langley.
Thanks, Dustin.
There you have it, folks. An interview from the second place finisher, the 19 of Chris Wood. And we're going to go to your winner here tonight. Back-to-back victories coming out of Stafford Motor Speedway last week after a hard-fought battle there. And a little less controversy here tonight, Austin. You happy to take away back-to-back victories? You got to be happy. Tell us a little bit about your strategy coming into the race and how everything unfolded for you.
I really didn't have a strategy coming in. I was just going to wait as long as I could to pit, and I was kind of glad we had a caution right there with about 80 to go, and I had a really good pit stop. I think that's really what won me the race.
Yeah, we did see you beat Logan Runyon off the pit road. Tell us a little bit about that, coming off a pit road, knowing that you were beating the leader off the pits. Kind of probably had a smile on your face at that point, knowing that you're going to be in that clean air once you got back to green.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be pretty big, but I really didn't know. He had about a 3-second lead on me at the beginning of the race. So
it came down to those restarts, definitely. It was impressive to see on those restarts coming out of turn 4, knowing that you had to get out ahead of him because he was looking to be the faster car. Is there anything that you were looking for before you hit the gas to go back to green?
No, I just knew my stuff wasn't good on the bottom on the restarts. The gear we had in it wasn't really that good on the starts, but it was pretty good once we got going. And I knew I had to get up there, way up there by the wall, and get a run up off the corners to be able to beat him on starts.
Well, next week we head into Langley Speedway to tell us and the viewers out there what we can expect from the 51.
I'm really not sure. I ain't never run supers there, to be honest with you. I think I run street stocks and SKs there, but I don't think I've ever run supers there.
Well, it'll have to be, hopefully, put some work in and get ready for that race. It'll be trying to make it a 3-race event. Next week will be a Commonwealth Cup event, so the pressure will be on there for you, buddy. Hopefully you can hold up to it, and we'll see what you got next week. And any shout-outs you want to give for the viewers out there?
Oh yeah, I like to thank Justin Brooks Designs. I like to thank Adam and everybody that puts this race on and stuff. And I like to thank my teammates, Tim Bills, Casey Kelly, Cody Kelly, Michael Held, Justin Brooks, everybody at Will and Dillon Motorsports for everything they do for me.
All right. Well, congratulations again to your back-to-back victories and for your victory especially here tonight at Lucas Oil.
Thanks, sir.
Well, there you have it, folks. Logan Runyon finishes third, Chris Wood in second, and Austin Yarborough comes away with back-to-back victories. So as we take a look at the final results for you here, Austin Yarborough, Chris Wood, Logan Runyon, David Knowles, Ray Farlow are your top 5. Benny Ellison, Ron St. Pierre, Doug Sigmund, Andre Boudoin, and Austin Arthur round out your top 10. Extending on down, Tim Bills, your series points leader. Definitely a tough night for this gentleman. Michael Held in that 55 Grip TV car. Not a good night either as he made some contact with the wall. And Adam Maddox, the race control guy, there in 13th. Well, that will do it for us here tonight. Appreciate you tuning in here to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network and to iRacing's live section. Definitely want to give a shout out to iRacing for the opportunity to be able to broadcast these great races. A new short track element for you. And make sure you hit that subscribe button in YouTube if you haven't done so you'll stay in the know as to when we go live. You can catch our schedule on our website at forgebroadcasting.com. Like us on Facebook, just look up Digital Forge Broadcasting. But that will do it for us tonight. Tomorrow night, we will be back on YouTube with the Sim Racing Authority. If you happen to catch their truck series on Max Speed TV or also on iRacing Live, we will be covering their Tornado Tailgater Series Gen 6 tomorrow night, so you definitely want to tune in for that. But that'll do it for us here tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dustin Caldwell saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night.